Congratulations on your interest in home ownership. With the right preparation, this can be a very easy journey, so I'm here to give you free information in order to put you on the right path. When getting a mortgage, the banks look at three chief things: your credit, your income, and your assets. Your credit is like a resume. It reflects your history of making your payments on time. And your assets, which goes towards the down payment, reflects your money management skills. The next thing would be your income. This reflects your ability to pay back the loan. All right, let's talk about credit. Ideally, you want a score of a 620 or above. The higher the credit score, theoretically, the better the interest rate. Now, under a 620 credit score can be done, but the terms are horrible. Now, as far as things you can do to help your credit, go to annualcreditreport.com. Get your free credit report. This is a soft pull, so it doesn't negatively impact your credit score. Look if there are any errors on the credit report. Call up the bureaus if there are. If there are any negative items on this credit report, call up the creditor, see if you can have them deleted. It's worth a shot. The next thing you want to do is bring your balances between 11 to 30% of the high credit limit, or as close as possible. This can be done by paying down the balance or requesting the high credit limit to be increased by the creditor. Trust me, you want a better credit score. Now let's talk about the assets. Normally, for most people, the minimum down payment is between 3 and 3.5% down. In English, that means that for every 100,000, if you're using 3.5% down, you need $3,500. Now, due to the Patriot Act, they need to paper trail your assets, meaning that the money has to be in some sort of statement, not cash. Cash is not a paper trail. So if you're planning to use cash, deposit it into the bank. They're going to need a statement prior to you getting contract. So you want to have that in the bank before you start house hunting. Now, if you're transferring from other accounts, please use a wire or a check or a transfer. Do not turn it into cash because that breaks the paper trail. For the love of God, don't turn it into cash. Also, quick tip, if you're using a 401k, speak to them and find out how much you can remove without being penalized if it's going towards the down payment of a home you're going to live in. They're going to want to see a copy of the contract. So wait until you have that to make the request from the 401k. Now, perhaps the most important part is your income. The reason for that is if you don't have enough assets, you can always save more or get a gift from a relative. If your credit's not good enough, you can help build it. But your income, for the most part, is your income. And when it comes to this, really all you have to do is gather your documents. You need the most recent 2 years W-2s, most recent 2 years tax returns, and 30 days of recent pay stubs. Please gather these documents along with your bank statement to show that you have money for the down payment, and get your photo ID as well. This is going to make your process much, much smoother. Now, a little bit of a tip when it comes to income is this. The bank is not going to give you a loan that they don't believe you can handle. They are not in the business of giving risky loans that don't get paid back. They want their money. They are a bank. But that doesn't necessarily mean that their comfort level is your comfort level. So sit down, get a pen and paper, and think of a reasonable number that you are prepared to pay every month for your mortgage, property taxes, and homeowners insurance. This is going to be vital. Let your loan officer know what this number is. Make sure that your loan officer lets your realtor know what this is. So this way, your house hunting is going to go a lot smoother. Okay, this is the part that people think is very fun until it's not fun anymore. The house hunt. My suggestion when it comes to this, obviously be pre-approved, so you're looking for homes that make sense, and if you like them, you can make an offer, giving them a pre-approval instead of just a handshake and an excuse. But I digress. What you want to do when it comes to house hunting is make a list of wants and needs on paper. With a pen, write down all the items you want and need, and then number them from a 1 to 5. And just be aware, if you're rating everything as a 5, you've got expensive taste. Be prepared for an expensive house. Also keep in mind, everybody wants a dream home. That's your absolute right. But if your situation doesn't allow for a dream home, there's nothing wrong with starting with a starter home. Now, for the last thing that you can do to help yourself is put together a strong team. If you want to be part of the circus, get clowns. But in order to get this done, get a strong loan officer, a strong realtor, a strong attorney, people that can work together towards a common goal of getting you the keys to your house. Keep in mind, the nice guy that tells you what you want to hear, not your friend. Nice guys don't close. Closers close. Read reviews. See who's vetted. Does anybody vouch for the person? And honestly, go with your gut. These are all tips that you can do to help yourself. Other than this, I would suggest once you do start the process, any pay stubs or bank statements that come in after you get pre-approved, put them in a folder to the side just in case you need them. You don't have to go looking for things. I hope the information is helpful. Happy hunting.